Say hi. Hey, everybody. Okay. How is everybody today? Beautiful out here. A little warm, so we're still on the back porch. We're still porch sitting. We're just doing it a little bit more comfort. Yeah. And then Buddy's ready to go. He knows what we're doing. He's ready to go. He's going to be a pain. Yes, I can tell. So, let's see.
Yeah, he's already had his zoomies this morning. Had his chewy and was running all over the place with it.
Now he wants cookies. Yeah, now he just wants cookies.
Every Wednesday, he seems to know what we're going to do.
I think we're, we get the same habits. No.
I think that's good enough. Yeah, we're sitting in a different spot today. I don't know how it's going to come out looking, this video. I don't like his doors being in the background, but.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, we just got to figure out a good position, so. And I said, with these chairs being high tops, it's going to be hard for Buddy to run from me to you.
He ain't running to me.
Oh, where does he usually end up?
I don't care.
Yeah, well.
He ain't running to me.
He usually does. Hey, Kevin, Ron, and Becky Forbes.
I'll get some coffee.
Kevin Jacks, and Tammy. Oh, my goodness. Florence. Well, we're all here and ready today. Yeah. Yes, Daddy don't know. Yeah, Daddy don't know. Be careful. Yeah, he says he won't be on his lap, but that's where he'll be by the end of the day. Yeah, he rotates between my lap and Skip's lap, but he usually ends up in Skip's lap because Skip has the cookies. Yeah, as I said, I've dealt with him all morning, so it's his turn. Now, how is everybody today? It's going to be a good day. This is one of those days when I don't have a project marked down. Usually I have a project for the day, either cleaning my blinds or washing my doors or cleaning the fridge. And I said I do that first thing after I take Buddy for his walk. I get all that done. And then I'm free the rest of the day. Well, today I didn't have a project that I needed to do. I did that on purpose, basically, because I was kind of tired. So, but I didn't have a project today. So me and Buddy just been kind of hanging around and not doing much of anything. I'm watching. You guys can't see it because it's behind you, but there's a cardinal sitting out here by the bushes, and I don't see them very often. But it's sitting in the yard next to the brick around the bushes there, and it's just kind of looking around. No, I love the wildlife down here. I mean, that's something you probably notice if you come from somewhere else. That's something that you probably notice a lot of is the wildlife down here, and they're just everywhere. The only place I've seen it, actually that was more than that was in Texas, and they're the same way. They've got they've got birds everywhere, and they're very protective of them there. But here in the villages, like just about everywhere you go, there's some kind of animal. Some that you want to see, some that you don't want to see. But they keep they pop up now and then, especially before it gets too hot. When it gets hot, then you don't really see a whole lot of them. But like I said, during the morning hours and just before, like I said, the hardest part of the day, I think the hottest part of the day is probably 3, 4 o'clock. And so that's when everything kind of disappears. Even the people disappear. And the best time to go to the grocery, 5 o'clock. Trust me. Everybody here, we're like herd animals. Everybody knows when breakfast, lunch, and dinner is. And like I said, 5 o'clock, you can go to the store and just practically not pass a car, even as busy it is down here. So, what are we doing?
I'm going to turn this around so it'll, I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can.
Oh.
to where things won't look backwards.
Oh, okay. Just hang in there. See Skippy's shirt? Yeah. Okay.
Where's that? Because Robin's sign right there was reading backwards.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't want to make her mad.
You have to go a little bit this way.
Huh?
I said you need to go a little bit. There you go. Because the sign's right there, so. Anyhow.
Huh?
Oh my. Mr. Rizzus is there recovering from a head cold after going to Costco. I didn't get a head cold, but I haven't got a voice. But I don't think it was from going to Costco. Yeah, you guys making that a habit going to Costco. I seen you there once, and I know you was there before, so you just hadn't spent enough money yet. Oh, Kevin says hello, Sue, Skip, and Buddy. Hey there. How you doing up there in the fort? It's another beautiful day here, and didn't sound like your weather was going to be too bad. Let's see. And yes, it is the table from the kitchen. I done some moving stuff around, and I bought an extra cabinet. It's a used one, and I got to do some refurbishing to it. But I think I'm going to like it. It's really handy. It's got a lot of space in it. I got it at Bargains and Treasures, which is a consignment store over by 466. Love the place. And like I said, I got to do a little refurbishing to it, and I can't make up my mind. My desk is white. This cabinet is kind of a federal blue. It's blue and gray, kind of. So I can't make up my mind whether I want to paint my desk blue to match that, or if I want to paint the cabinet white to match that. I can't get a match for my regular cabinets, I don't think. But anyhow, it needs some new hinges. On the top opens out, and it's got hinges on it, but I think it needs a different kind of hinge. It needs like a piano hinge. So I think that will make it a lot better, because these are, I said, it's used, so this has been used a lot, so the hinges are kind of wonky, and that keeps the cabinet doors from moving the way it should. So we'll get it. Yeah, eventually we'll get it. But yeah, I've been moving a lot of stuff around and trying to decide. This is a kitchen table, and I like it. But then I got to decide, what do I do with the other table? And the other table's nice. I mean, it's a beautiful table. I keep a tablecloth on it, but it's a glass table, and then it's got the black wrought iron chairs on rollers, and I really like it. But everything don't match that way, so I may have to do some. I'm thinking maybe I'll get rid of that and get a couch instead. We got a table, so I'm thinking I'll get rid of that and get a couch, and because I don't think Skip's ever liked that table anyhow.
We won't.
He wants in your lap. You got the cookies.
He gets that. Come here.
You got your chewy? Okay. Let's see.
Come here.
Let's see. Oh, Kevin says it's beautiful weather in the fort. 71 with a high of 75, mild all week. But that sounds perfect. Yeah, that's perfect weather for up there. You are getting into the fall season here shortly. And if I can arrange a bunch of doctor's appointments and everything right, then I'm going to take a trip up there for a few days and go see my sister and go through a bunch of stuff that she got out of my mother's house, and pictures and stuff like that. You all been through that, you know. You had to read out all the stuff that Mom and Dad had, and then I said, this stuff is just personal stuff. I mean, they got rid of everything else but the personal stuff, and she wanted me to see what I wanted out of it. So we will see. And I said, it's kind of hard to do. I'm not going up there in cold weather. So I only got, the rest of this month and next month, and that's about it. And I'm used to going up. My birthday's in September, and I'm used to going up during my birthday because that's when they have the fall festivals, and I love the fall festivals. We used to go to the Atlanta Earth Festival every year. My mom loved that festival, and me and my sister, my sister and I, we took a train from Noblesville. They used to have the train museum there in Noblesville, and we took a train, and the train went to Atlanta, so we didn't have to worry about parking or anything like that, because it's a very, very good festival, and there's tons of people there, and you're parking in somebody's field and walking 2 miles to get to the festival. So taking the train was an obvious choice for us, and we didn't have to worry about it, trudging back and forth with our stuff, because we just got back on the train and went back to our cars. So it worked out really, really good. I don't know if they still do that or not, but that was a good solution for us. But we like the covered bridge festivals and just about all those kind of festivals. Skip went to a few of them, and I know I lost him once. I mean, the crowd was so thick, and we were with another couple, and I actually got lost. I couldn't hold on to him. I had my hand in his back pocket, but I couldn't hold on to him, and the crowd just moved me. I couldn't believe that would happen, but I did, and I lost track of him. And I just went to a place I knew they'd have to go to get back to the car, and just sit there and waited on him, because they didn't have much choice. So, but
Wives are like old dogs. They find their way home.
Yeah, see where Buddy ended up. I told you. And I said he wanted to know on Skip's left, because Skip's got the cookies. Let's see. Hi guys, I look forward to seeing you guys watching every week. Yeah, cookies and coffee, and love the pup. Yeah, Alfonso, you do. This Buddy is. I said he's kind of still range qualified, I think. He's coming up in November. The end of November, he'll be 2 years old, believe it or not. It's just been that long. The time just comes and goes. But, and he settled down a little bit. He's getting a haircut tomorrow. He looks like a shaggy dog right now.
Yeah, tomorrow's not going to be a good day for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it.
Yeah, but he's going to get a haircut and a bath and such. And, I tried to get him in. I never took him to Wolfgang's, which is the groomer here in the Villages, and they're opening a new shop down in I think down in the southern area, but they're just full all the time. And I called them, and they said they'd put him on the wait list, and they left me a message yesterday and said they had a cancellation. But by the time I got back to them, they'd already filled it. So I'm taking him to the regular groomer tomorrow, but like he really needs it, because he looks really scruffy. But, and I said, I think he has the eye running, when the eyes run, and that smells.
No.
I don't know why that would be any worse than anything else, but it does.
Here.
Let's see. Sam Holly said I was able to leave $748.95 at Costco yesterday. You spent $748? That's just how it goes. But I love Costco, grabbing things for my new home in Water Red. Okay. So you got a new home. That makes a difference. There's a lot of things that you need. So
Everything. You need
$748.
everything.
If I'd come home with $748.
That's probably just a couch.
Yeah.
I mean, you need everything.
Well, I said, by the time you buy dishes and towels and bedclothes, and yeah, it doesn't take much.
Be thousands of dollars for it.
And I guess I do it a little bit at a time so Skip doesn't have a heart attack. And Debbie Bird says she likes the table. I do too. I love my friend Deb and I, we looked all over to find a replacement table for the table we had in the kitchen. The table we had in the kitchen at the time was one that we brought over from the villa. And it was very old-fashioned looking. And so we went to find a new one. And we looked everywhere, and this was at Cane's in Ocala. And I love Cane's. They were very, very good to us. But like I said, it was different. And so, this is what I went with. And then like I said, putting new cabinets in the kitchen, I don't have room for a table. I moved my desk in there and cabinets, and there's just no room in there. So something had to go. So I actually had put it on Marketplace because I was going to sell it. And then Skip said to move it out here. And so I thought, well, for the time being, I can do that. And then I got to looking, and I said, it doesn't match anything in here. So that's what I said. I think I might sell the glass table and get a sofa or a couple chairs to put in here instead. But I know, always changing. Jerry wants to know if I'm taking you for a haircut in the bath.
Nope.
Nope. I said, I can't even start that argument.
I went to the barber up in Pembina, North Dakota, kicking in and screaming. If it wasn't for my granddaughter making me go, I probably would have just wore a hat to the wedding because I didn't want to go.
Yeah. But she made you look decent. Good girl.
$28 for a haircut, not including tip. And all I had was 20s. That's all I had. So it ended up costing me $40 with tip. I just think that's ridiculous. $28 for a haircut.
Well, you haven't been.
When you're half bald, it's just like Dad. Back when haircuts in Marion was only, say, $15. It took him 2 seconds. Dad was bald.
Honey, you're
he had
not
3
bald.
hairs. He had 3 hairs. See, $15?
But you're not.
Huh?
Yeah.
I am.
Oh,
almost. Around the edges, most maybe trim around the ear, and that's about it. That's all I need.
You got more hair now.
$28.
Well, you don't know what it is now. Here.
I ain't been to a barber in years.
I know. You keep shaving it off, and I think
I quit going ever since, what was her name? Down here at Cal's. I used to go to her and her husband all the time.
Oh,
I was going to say Carol, but that's not it.
no.
Whatever her name was.
Yeah.
When COVID set in, everything just went to hell in a handbasket. And I told her, I said, well, they won't let you go in unless you're wearing a mask. I said, how in the hell are you going to cut my hair wearing a mask? She said, when you come in, we'll take it off. I said, oh, so you're saying that if I come in, COVID could get me, so I wear a mask. But if I sit in your chair, that's fumigated for COVID, and it can't get me in that chair. I just make fun of all these stupid rules.
Well, and I said, they do the same thing at the cancer center where they give me my treatment. When they have to get up close to me, we both got to wear a mask. But once I'm plugged in, and
I guess my question is how fast does COVID travel? Do they know?
I don't know how
From
far.
here to there?
Yeah, that's what I said. When they have to get up in your face, then they wear a mask, but otherwise we don't. So, but that's, that's our choice.
But I'm more concerned about catching the flu than I am COVID. The flu down here will kill you.
Yeah. Well, you haven't had the flu in a long time.
Never since I started shots. I ain't had a flu or even a cold for that matter. I'm going to say in 20 years.
Yeah. Since you started taking the flu shots, you haven't had anything.
And also in my lifetime, I've never had a headache.
And that is unbelievable to me.
I just like to rub that in.
That's like Wednesday for me.
Even when I got drunk as a kid, never had a hangover.
Huh. Wrestler says he's getting ready to go into another meeting. So if all goes well, we'll be sharing some exciting news for his son, Elias. Oh, okay. Great. Thanks. I'm hoping it's good news, Wrestler. We'll be listening. Okay.
I thought maybe he was finally going in to get that, what do you call it? When you snip a man so he can't have babies anymore. What do you call that? With a dog, we just call it getting him fixed.
Well, this is what I call him in, getting him fixed.
Wrestler getting fixed.
Oh, yesterday our oldest successfully defended his, put my glasses on. Yeah, put your glasses on, sir. Yeah, he did. Defended his doctoral thesis. One step closer to finally graduating. Lots of things going on this week. Have a great stream. Bye all. Oh, Wrestler, congratulations. That's wonderful. He's a good kid, and both of them actually. And I said, I want to hear the news about Elias when you find out. You let us know. Darrison says, I used to give haircuts in the barracks in the 90s. I can give Skip a nice Marine Corps high and tight.
That's usually what I do anyway.
Yeah, that's what he usually does. Unless my complaint with any of the barbers down here, and that's the reason why I went with what's her name down there, and I can't remember
her name right now because I ain't been to her in a long time. She was one of the very, very few barbers you'll find around here that will shave your neck with a razor. Rest of them won't do it because in Florida, you have to have a particular license to be able to shave somebody's neck. Ridiculous to me that we have all these rules, but she did, and that's how I started going to her.
Oh, Alfonso, yeah, he wants to know if there's car dealers close. He would need a car.
You can rent a car. We have a Hertz and a
Enterprise.
Enterprise. You can rent them. I've used them before.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And you'd have to look them up and see where they're at now because with the remodeling going on in Spanish Springs, they've moved them.
Holidays.
Yeah.
If you're figuring on coming down Thanksgiving or Christmas, you better reserve that car mucho early because they will run out. They run out every year.
Yeah, now Enterprise was in Lake Sumter. Hertz was in Spanish Springs, but they have moved them. I don't know where they moved to yet because of the construction going on there.
I'm sure if you call a number, they'll tell you.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you know why they moved? Because Subway next door moved out. Was that them or was that the other one? Best Subway around here was at Lake Sumter. And next door to them was a car rental company.
And it still is. Like I said, it's the one in Spanish Springs that moved. The Hertz.
Oh, okay.
The one in Lake Sumter is Enterprise.
Subway moved too. I really, all the things that move out of here that nobody would really care about, Dunkin' Donuts, that was one of the best Subways that I've ever been to.
But like I said, those are franchise places. And
don't care.
If they don't make the money they need, they go out of business. It's not a
How's come they're not making money? They're in a place where nobody goes anywhere to eat anyhow. They just go right here.
Don't ask me. Not my business.
We're like a captured audience. We're like Disney World. It's $5 for Coke. Want a Coke?
Oh, let's see. Darius just I read that.
By the way, is Jessie on here? You haven't seen her,
I haven't seen her yet.
I'm going to say she didn't return my call. Well, text message the other day. I was sitting in here on Sunday and I was bored. So I called her. She turns her phone off on Sunday. So I sent her a text saying, well, she'll read that. She'll text me back. Here it is Wednesday. She ain't texting me back.
Oh, well. You can tell her if she's on here.
I know what I'm
doing. And somebody said vasectomy. That's what she was trying to say.
That's what wrestlers got an appointment for that. He just don't want to say.
and Rizzo says if you just hold your breath, you can't catch COVID.
I guess. I don't know that. I don't know. Yeah. All them COVID rules I just thought was stupid. Well, it just didn't make sense to me. How do you know this?
Yeah. Hey, Racer Girl. How are you today? Let's see. And Carol says there are car dealerships in Wildwood, Leesburg, Fruitland Park.
Do you want to buy one or rent one?
No.
If he's wanting to buy one, there's dealerships all around here. They got what's the one across from Wildwood, that Chevrolet dealership?
George Nahas.
That's where we bought our last car
About the last two.
Yeah, during COVID, because everybody else around here, they were screwing your eyeballs out. Now, I'll just say it right out. The Honda dealer, the Ford dealer, all of them was screwing your eyes out. They were taking advantage of the situation, saying, well, we ain't got very many cars left. People bought them all. So now the window sticker didn't mean nothing. It's 30% above window sticker. Or there was a $35,000, $40,000 Ford pickup truck. A guy posted pictures and everything on Facebook. I saw it, and it was a Ford dealership around here, and I can't remember the name. I think it was in Leesburg. And the $35,000 or $40,000 pickup truck was for sale for $75,000. Okay. That's what they were doing. And so I will not do business with those people because I got a long memory.
BJ again says, just saw car rental costs are up 30%. Oh, I don't doubt it. It was back, car rental costs.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
At one time, the car rentals were costing more than the hotel rooms. I know that because at one time I had that problem. Okay, Karen Jack says, we went to Jennings Honda in Leesburg for our vehicle when we moved here. Costco has rental cars. Oh, I did not know that.
Costco has everything. I wonder if they have surgery.
It seems like they have everything. I'm going to see about my contacts.
How did I get my colonoscopy there? Colonoscopy. How do you spell that word? Colonoscopy. Colonoscopy.
Scoopy.
Huh?
Colonoscopy.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And he says he wants to buy a car. Okay, well, there's plenty of dealers around. Like I said, we've used the one across the street from Brownwood, George Nahas. We've used in the last two cars we bought. and we
If you
had
want to do it, if you want a good used, but my God, down here in the villages, on Talk of the Villages and some other websites down here, people come down here and decide that the car they got doesn't fit in the garage. That happens.
Yeah.
They get a house thinking that all garages are the same size, and then they have to get rid of that car to get another car, and the car they got, there's nothing wrong with it, and if you go to what is it, Marcus, a Facebook Marketplace, you'll see them on there.
Yeah, and they're in the paper and everything. So, Razor Girl says, I'm just getting over Skip teasing me with all those chicken wings at Hooters. I thought that was mean, Razor Girl.
I even told him at the table, I said, hey, get all your plates over here. I'm going to take his picture so Razor Girl can see how many chickens we killed.
Oh.
Razor Girl, for you guys that don't know, she had pet chickens, so she's kind of sensitive about
And
that.
she's had to get rid of them, all of them, because of moving. So, bless her heart.
Yeah, that's better off in the farming industry. You know, we didn't know much about stock market, and so I had a neighbor one time tell me, Tom Sandy. He told me, he says, the only stock that I invest in, he says, is cattle. He said, because if it doesn't go up, I can eat it.
Okay. Barbara Ebner says she walked 1.6 miles in my Costco yesterday. It doesn't take much. I was kind of surprised at how big it was. It didn't look like it from the outside, but on the inside it was. And I probably didn't get halfway through it. Like I said, I run into the Rizzos there, and I know that was their second or third time shopping there.
Where's money?
I don't know.
Don't get him started.
He's quiet. So. Oh my goodness. Anne Marie says, I rent my cars at the airport through Costco. They deal with all the major service, Alamo, Enterprise, etc. That's great. You know, if you're flying in, that's a great deal. I haven't tried I got a brochure on the rental cars from Costco, but I haven't actually looked at it yet because I'm kind of curious if it's a better deal or not.
Lawrence Keenan, thanks for being a YouTube member. We appreciate you.
Let's see. Jose Diablo says car rentals costs are the reason we still drive to Florida each winter. Yeah, it's one of those things, and they're different here than what we were used to in Indiana. Because in Indiana, you rent a car and they don't necessarily go by mileage. And here it's kind of a what do they call it?
One of them, not the other. One car rental company here, and I don't remember which one it is. Google it, you'll find it. But there's a car rental company here that if you're a Florida resident, you can rent the car, no mileage are affected. It's just a daily rental fee if you stay in the state of Florida.
No, there was the surrounding states also. That was it.
It was the surrounding states?
Yeah.
Oh, but they put a tracker on your car so they'll know. Once you cross that border, there's other charges that's involved. I think mileage kicks in. All the mileage kicks in. So, but I think Enterprise ain't one of them, and I don't think Hertz was one of them. Because I've rented from both of them companies.
Yeah. And Anna Marie,
unless things have changed.
Yeah. Like I said, last time I went up north, I rented a car at the airport and returned it at the airport, and it was easy peasy. And like I said, I'd never done that before. We'd always rented at we stayed at a friend's house just outside the airport, and she always took us down to the
Well,
local.
the reason why we didn't rent at the airport is because they have an airport fee for rental cars, which is crazy nuts. It's a one-time fee, but at the time we went up there, it was a normal fee for Hertz, just a normal fee like any other Hertz, except it was something like $125 airport rental fee.
Yeah.
And I just thought, that's crazy.
Yeah, see, I didn't have to pay that last time.
Well, maybe they changed it.
Yeah, maybe they did. I think they do. Maybe has a $25 charge or something like that. But it was worth the hassle because the flight got canceled, and
Well, it's just like the shuttle bus going from here to the airport down there. I find out in the long run that with all the crap that goes on with these so-called shuttles and all the stupid stuff about it, I think for me and my patients, it's better off for me to take the car down there and just put it inside that building down there for $15 a day or whatever it was, and then just leave it there.
Yeah.
That way when I get off the airplane, it's right there waiting for me.
Yeah, but see, when I go, I said, I can't take the car because you may need it. No.
Since when did that make a difference? I need the car like almost every day, but it's never here.
What do you need it for?
I don't know.
You just want to.
I like to go to the RV once in a while.
Yeah.
I like to hang around over there.
And Darrison says he thinks it's legal to walk a chicken in the villages.
I don't think it's illegal.
No, I don't think it's illegal. I think you're right.
I mean, I don't know that because I just got notified yesterday, by God, just so you guys will know. I got an email yesterday. What the hell was that email about?
You're asking me? You don't tell me nothing.
Let's just move on. It has something to do with Eastport. Something happened in Eastport. Something on the deed restrictions. They changed. Oh, if you buy a house in the Eastport area, I don't know what area that is, in what district that is, because I don't have my email here, but they put a thing in their deed restrictions down there that if you rent a home, it has to be a minimum of 6 months. Now, it's in your deed restriction. So Airbnbs ain't going to happen.
Huh.
And
that's new.
possibly somebody wanting to come down and rent a house for, say, 3 months in the winter like they normally do, that ain't going to happen. And if they do, they're violating it. Now, who's going to enforce that rule? Don't know.
Yeah. Jose Diablo says, love Hooters, literally. Oh, we had such a fun time at Hooters. You know, I don't know if you guys seen the...
I haven't done a video yet.
Oh, I haven't done the video yet.
Don't say a lot.
It's on Mr. Rizzo's, though, right?
It ain't on YouTube. Mr. Rizzo is a member.
But he has his own YouTube channel.
Nobody knows about it.
Okay, and it's on there because I looked.
I'm just joking with Mr. Rizzo. He's got a YouTube channel. I'm going to tell everybody sooner or later, you know, what it is. And who else has got them? Jose's got one. The guy in Canada, the retired cop.
Yeah.
No, he's here, I think, now. He's got one, and nobody knows what they are. I've been watching them. Their subscriberships are like way too low for what they do. Way too low. And so anyway, I'm gonna put it out there one of these days.
Okay. And Darrison says, Barb, it's 1.6 miles to get to the roasted chickens in the back of Costco. Ain't that the truth? I did get a roasted chicken. I didn't come buy a whole lot there. But like I did buy you can't beat that, you know, the $5 chicken, roast chicken. And I said, we had chicken salad yesterday for lunch. And I said, Buddy loves the roasted chicken. He really does.
We buy a roasted chicken for our dog.
Well, I said, out of that roasted chicken, I said, I got chicken salad. Plus I got extra chicken for Buddy to eat. And then I made chicken and noodles. And so, you know, for that $5 chicken, it made 3 meals, you know, plus feeding the dog. So we're good. But like that's just a heck of a deal. I was buying them at Sam's. And I'll tell you, the bad thing about me, I got no upper arm strength at all. And I said, and that chicken felt like it weighed 20 pounds. Just taking it because they had it in a plastic bag. And I said, it felt so heavy for me. And I decided not to take the cart out to the car with me because I only had 2 things. But it was just very, very heavy. And I thought, my gosh, I don't know what they pumped in this chicken, but it was a lot of stuff. And like I said, I buy them at Sam's Club every week, and it didn't seem like, you know, I mean, I like theirs, but it didn't ever seem like it was that heavy. Oh, and Florence Keenan says, Hertz sells their cars after 2 years, great deals. You have bought several cars from them, a few $1,000s below market price with tons of extras. Yeah, they do. And I said, when I worked at RCA, they had a thing every year. And one of the rental car places, they would give you a chance at buying those cars. And it went through the family store at work where the credit union wouldn't finance them and all that kind of stuff. So they give you a great deal. And I think I bought my first, what was it? Wasn't a Pacer.
Bought a couple cars there. One of them was a Pontiac some Sunbird.
Yeah.
And the other one was a Ford Capri, the yellow one. Bought both of them up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I said, we always got a good deal on them. And I said, it went through the credit union, didn't have...
Plus, because RCA at one time, I think, used to own or have big interest in Hertz. Because Hertz came up there with all their people. And all you had to do as an employee is say, I want that car. And it was immediately done.
Yeah, yeah. And Karen says Costco has a whole travel section online. Like I said, I got a brochure and I haven't checked on it yet. But I'm going to because it sounded interesting. When I seen the rental car thing, I thought, well, you know, that's, since the prices were going so crazy, I thought that's a great idea. D&D Aerial Photography says, Skip, contact me if you want to know how they are building houses in the villages from your voicemail show?
I've already talked to 2 or 3 people. They are still building, they still have the same different construction, but I wanted to know if they were still continuing with that. And I don't know what it's called, where they make the cement walls, bring them in on trucks.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And the guy told me about a whole village down there. They're building the whole village that way. So they're still doing that.
Oh, okay. Well, I know that one right next to the stoplight was that way. I don't know what it's called.
Well, they do in a whole village. They don't do one at a stoplight. They do a whole village.
You can see the village from the stoplight on 44.
But I don't know what the village is.
Yeah, I don't either because the entrance.
I don't even know what district that is.
Yeah. Okay.
This place is getting so big, I can't keep up with it. I made up my mind at my age, I'm not going to.
But thank you, D&D Photography. We'll see what you got to say. Becky Forbes says, are Sumter County Commissioners still pushing for a tax increase?
No, they pretty much got next year's done. They're saying it's not a tax increase, but everybody else is saying it is a tax increase. And I did a video, it might be on this Friday's news, about how they figure that it is a tax increase when they're saying it's not a tax increase. It's because something had to do with, they didn't get the same amount as last year's something, whatever it's called. And so this year it's more, even though the tax rate on your house stays the same.
They're wanting a higher maintenance fee for the fire department.
You just said tax.
Yeah, well.
No, this has to do with property taxes.
Okay.
The only thing I know about. Anything to do with the fire department stuff, I'm not too sure about. That's the thing that they argue about all the time. And people are always arguing about it. I've never argued about it. The taxes for your fire department, to me, here, is so minuscule that I don't even know what the argument's about. I remember when Sue had her wreck and they were going through this argument, and I couldn't get her an ambulance because they said there was none available because of this crap. And the new people are coming here and doing the same thing. You're going to find out if something happens, you may not get an ambulance. I've been through this.
But they've changed now to where it's not an outside ambulance service. We have our own ambulance service.
That's because they learned our lesson and they decided we're not doing this. But I'm reading comments that other people are saying, you know, we could probably save money if we would go this way or we go that way. If you don't know what you're talking about, I'd appreciate it if you just be quiet.
Okay. Let's see. Becky Forbes says the airports charge rental car companies for their parking. That's why there's an airport fee. Yeah, and then I said it wasn't $125 when I rented it, or I wouldn't have. But,
I'm sure they have a reason, but here's how I see it as far as doing business. All they're doing is they're taking what they got to pay for that parking lot and taking it out of your pocket.
Right.
They're getting you to pay for their stuff.
But the idea is,
that's the cost of doing business there.
You know how you are about convenience?
Every restaurant in there is paying something.
Yeah.
But I don't want this restaurant tax put on my ticket. I'm not paying for your rental space.
Yeah, well, like I said, you know, with having the plane canceled, have to go to another airport.
Do you remember when they were building the new football stadium and they was going to put this food tax on everybody? And then the hell that was raised over that, and then they went back and changed the whole thing because of it?
Yeah, so now it's just surrounding counties.
They say you better know what your history is or you're bound to repeat it.
Yeah. Oh, Reggie Girl says no livestock allowed. No livestock here. I don't know, you may be able to
I'm not sure they consider chickens as livestock.
Yeah, you might be able to get away with a chicken as long as it don't bother the neighbors.
Yeah, I find that funny, not because I agree or disagree with any of it. I don't, but I find it funny that they say livestock, and that takes in an awful lot of stuff. But to me, livestock is pigs and cattle. That's livestock. Horses. It's not a chicken.
And you have to have
chicken is a fowl.
Have to have a leash on all your animals.
Well, she had a leash for her chickens. I saw it.
Yeah.
So, and then the other thing is they say, well, you can't have. Okay, let's say you can't have chickens, but yet there's people here that's got 15-foot boa constrictors as pets in their house.
They are.
I'm sure there are. I don't really know that. There's some weird people here. So I don't know that.
I don't want to know them.
Was there a rule that says you can't?
Yeah.
If it's in the house, they can't tell you what to have in your house.
Okay.
I mean, maybe you can't have a horse. You know, I'm just trying to use my common sense here. But can they actually tell you that you can't have a pet snake? I mean, that's a big thing in Florida. Everybody's got pet snakes.
Oh, well.
They even had a guy in Orlando not too many years ago. Google it, you'll find it. I'm not going to look it up. He was raising and his passion was he had highly venomous snakes in his garage. And he raised them and bred them, and he was selling them for cash to anybody. Well, one day he went out to the garage and this big giant cobra that he had was gone. It got out, and he couldn't find it. A couple, 3 days goes by. Finally, he decided, I have got to call somebody. He didn't want to call anybody because he was in violation of all kinds of state laws. He called whoever. They came out, and he showed them pictures of it, I guess, or whatever. And then they called this snake tracker. That's all I can call you, a snake tracker. And believe it or not, this guy actually traced this thing down. He found this thing out in the woods. How hard could that be to find a snake in the woods? But they caught it, and he didn't get the snake back. And as far as I know, he lost every snake in his garage and got fined thousands of dollars. And I'm not even sure what else happened after that. So those people here do exist.
Okay. Anne Marie says, this is the last visit I rent, though. We're shipping a car down in November, and we'll leave it here until we permanently move next May. Well, good for you, Anne Marie.
She buy a place?
Not yet, I think.
So she's renting a
She said
place?
this is the last time she visits and she rents, so.
I see a thing in here from Brad Shea and his wife, too.
Yeah, they should be here today. They should be here right now.
He's
Somebody
bringing the train down, but yet, the picture I saw, he had a U-Haul.
That was in front of the house. It was already there waiting on him.
Oh, in front of this house here?
In front of his house.
Up there?
No,
Here?
here.
Who drove it down?
I don't know. I didn't ask those questions. Those are personal.
I'm just an inquisitive kind of guy. He's bringing a train down here with his car and stuff on it, but yet there's a U-Haul truck down here full of furniture in his driveway. How did it get here?
Well, and you know, Brad, he may have put that U-Haul truck in there.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
No, somebody sent me, say, hey, it's in the driveway.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe he put it on there. Brad, he has ways of doing things where you're not sure.
He's brilliant when it comes to the stuff on the internet. So, Kevin says new band tonight at Lake Sumter, 1887. Yeah, you know, they've got 12 new bands that they're introducing. What do y'all think? I mean, I had seen several people talk about a band they had last night, but they didn't give the name. They said they were great, but they didn't give the name.
Guy says, wasn't the Python problem started with Hurricane Katrina? No. It goes way back to my grandpa's life. Hurricane Andrew. It was a storm that came right straight through Miami. And in Miami, because we used to order tropical birds way back then, and they have to go in quarantine. And the quarantine station was in Miami. And they're there for, depending on the species, birds had to be there for 30 days to make sure they didn't have bird flu, all this kind of stuff. So, and then they released them. So when Hurricane Andrew went through there, it tore that building down, and every animal in there got out. The python problem is just a major problem. But if you go to Miami, you'll see wild parrots flying around. You'll see parakeets flying around, making nests. You'll see iguanas. That's how they got started. All these animals came from that quarantine station.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Joey Bell says the deed restriction is in some villa neighborhoods near Eastport, not all neighborhoods.
I don't know what neighborhood it was. I just know that I got an email from somebody in a neighborhood down there saying that in their deed restriction, you're not allowed to rent a house for less than 6 months. And when I got that, I thought, well, that'll cure a lot of problems.
And they've been talking about that.
Now, here's going to be the question. How many district supervisors are going to look at that and say, hey, with the problems we're getting here, maybe we should introduce that as one of our deed restrictions?
They're talking about it already.
Oh.
They have. And I said, I don't think they've done anything anywhere else, but I said, that was a surprise to me. I haven't seen that.
Yeah. I forget who sent me that, but somebody did.
Barbara Edner says the villas seem to be the ones that rent the most.
Yep.
Yeah, because, you know, they're cheaper, the less maintenance, that kind of thing. But, you know, if I had to rent one, just, you know, right off my head, if I had to rent one and if it was my vacation or what have you, I'd try to find the one that had the swimming pool and all the good stuff. Yeah.
I mean, some of these people are coming down here and they're renting here for a week because they're going to Disney World, and rent here is cheaper than down there by Disney World.
Well, that's true.
I mean, that's what I'm hearing a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Kevin wants to know if you've worked on any of the golf cart video.
I haven't done anything with the Hooters video, golf cart video. Matter of fact, today I'll be finishing up the news so it'll get out there at 3 o'clock. And after that, I've got to get my RV video up because that'll be the next one that comes out, but it'll come out Monday. I might work on the Hooters thing for Monday.
Yeah. And then Tom, they said we're watching these on our phone, and we're not necessarily skipping anybody's statement here. It's just he's in a different place on his phone than what I'm on my phone.
What are we talking about?
And he said, do you skip other people's stories in here? Is there only certain statements allowed?
No, you can say whatever you want to here, as long as you don't get insulting.
And we do have our people on here that will take anything off that.
Any name you see in blue is a moderator. See that wrench next to them? They have the power.
And they will take it off if they think it's not appropriate. And but yeah, other than that, yeah, anything's allowed here. But I said they'll clock it.
Yeah, we really haven't had any problem on here.
Yeah.
You know, I find that old people don't care.
Yeah, and then I said, and Jerry's right. We just miss some because there's so many people on here. And I said we just miss some of them. Yeah, it's not intentional.
And I don't know how some of these YouTube channels do this because there's one guy I watch. He's got something like 7 million subscribers, 7 million. And when he does a live, it's not unusual for 500,000 people to be on his live show. Now, with us having basically 150 or so people, can you imagine how this was 500,000? I don't know how they get by. I don't know how they do it.
And we don't have a staff. I said, we do have our moderators that help us out, but we don't have a staff here to take care of that.
I'm not even sure with half a million people on here if the staff could take care of it. I can just see them now going, what did he say? You know?
And Marie says it's called tilt wall construction, right?
It might be. I don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. Every state will have a different name for it.
And Carol Apostol says, yes, I've heard it called wall construction too.
Okay.
And
I just want to know if we're still doing it. Because I know over here was the first time they'd done it because of COVID. They couldn't get the materials to build a normal house. So that was an alternative, and it was an experiment to see how it worked.
Yeah.
So they did a whole neighborhood of it. And then you didn't hear no more about it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about, is the windows leaking? Does the walls crack? Does it settle? I don't know.
And Anne Marie says, my house is tilt wall in Shady Brook, built in November 2024. Okay.
Well, you know, the first thing that I did here, other than the normal inspection when you close on your house, is we were here the very first week we lived here. It was amazing. We had a major thunderstorm every day. It seemed like it rained 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
So the first thing I did while the house was virtually empty is I went around and I opened up all the blinds. Well, we didn't have any blinds at that time. We were waiting for these shades to be made. What do you call it?
Plantation shutters.
Plantation shutters. We didn't have anything. I went around and checked all my windows for leaks.
Yeah.
They don't ever tell you that, but I mean, when they install these windows and the wind's blowing 60 miles an hour and the rain's hitting your house so hard you can hear it, I went around and checked everything for leaks, which we didn't have any.
Yeah. Jerry Bell says tilt wall and wood frame is the primary way of building now. Concrete block is allowed in a few premier homes. Okay.
Well, concrete block it's a good construction. I ain't saying that, but it does have its drawbacks. One is the masonry in between the blocks. But as it settles and the heat and the cold and all this and that, you'll see where the masonry cracks. Every house I've seen down here that's got the cement block, somewhere in there, you'll see the little cracks. It's nothing wrong with the construction, but it has to be dealt with. They have to come in and they got to point it and put more stuff in there. And then when they do that, you got to paint the house. The odds are the paint ain't going to match.
Yeah.
I mean,
but with, having the hurricane and everything, then the block are considered more safe.
Well, not if this concrete wall stuff works. You got to see it. This concrete wall stuff, man, is like Fort Knox. I just wanted to know if it cracked. Yeah. The corner where the windows are at, that's where it's going to crack first. It'll start cracking at an angle. I'm just wondering how it's doing.
I don't know.
That's all I was asking.
Yeah.
They don't ever talk about it. They talk about new construction, but then there's never a follow-up.
Oh, okay. Kathy B says, hey, Skip and Sue. D&D aerial photography says, Jerry, I haven't seen a block house built in the last village it's been 3 months since I've seen a blockhouse built. Yeah, like I said, they're only using them for the big money houses. And I don't know how many of them are actually down there.
I don't either. It's too far for me to go. Well, it is and it ain't. I just don't want to. That's what it boils down to. I don't want to go down there.
Keith Time says, hey, Skip and Sue, I'm here, just not 100% today. I understand you guys got the Hepazootie.
Who?
Rizzo's.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
What's the matter with him?
They said they caught something when they were out at Costco.
Don't go to Costco, I'm telling you. It's disease-ridden. All these big box stores, everybody in there walking around has something. They got something wrong, especially when you see the women walking around with a tissue in their hand.
Oh, anybody over 50 has a tissue.
Go to the next aisle. Don't even go back to them.
Any woman over 50 has a tissue somewhere.
Hey, who here has never had a cold in the last 20 years? Who? That'd be me.
Oh, well, we won't talk about the rest of it, but, Racer Girl says, believe me, I researched it, no poultry or livestock. So it does include poultry. It's not allowed here. Okay.
So that means I can't have a turkey?
Becky says, call it a therapy chicken.
I was going, that's just future food, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. You're growing your food. Okay. And Laura says she missed about 20 minutes of Porch Settin because she had to walk her doggy. That's right. He's important. And Racer Girl says, how about a miniature pony? Nah, I don't think so.
Make sure you take a big bag to pick up the poop.
Oh, yeah. You'll be out there like the rest of us carrying your bags. Jose Diablo said, wasn't the python problems start from Hurricane Katrina when they escaped captivity from, you've already read that, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said, we're not on the same thing here, so sometimes we miss things.
What did I miss? You keep saying that, but I don't know what I missed.
Well, I don't either.
Oh.
One of us did. So.
You did?
Yeah.
Nah.
Keith says he has a ginormous U-Haul in front of his house on Boardroom Trail. Yeah, that's Brad.
But knowing Brad, though, we don't know if that U-Haul truck is.
No, she said that she lives over there.
Oh, it is there?
It's there, yeah.
Oh, because Brad has a way of taking pictures and he manipulates them to look like something that's really not.
He does such a good job. I'm still going to pick your brain, Brad.
If you haven't ever seen him, if he was on our Discord link there, you'd see 100 of them.
He is so good at it. And Laura said someone that lived in a single family home near me in my suburb had a potbelly pig as a pet. The owners used to walk it on a leash. They moved to Panama City last year. And yeah, I've seen a lot of people that had the potbelly pigs when they were a big deal and they were considered a pet.
Well, they get them when they're babies and they're cute.
Oh, wow.
5 years later, he weighs 550 pounds. He lays in front of your door. You can't get him to move.
And Kevin says Barfly was pretty good last night. Okay, that's one of the new bands that they got out. I said there's
What's the name of it?
Barfly.
That's for a whore. They call them barflies.
This is a band.
I just think that's funny that they would call name their band after a whore.
Oh,
Got to get psychologically in their head of who they really are.
Anyhow, they were a good band last night. Out of the 12,
I'm going to call my band 15 inches long.
How about Dreamin'? Okay.
That's it, Dreamin'. There's another band name, Dreamin'.
And Becky says a lot of people had a lot of exotic pet snakes and they let them go in the Everglades. Started years ago. Now it's a huge problem. Yeah. Oh, and Razor Girl says, I think the band was called Cable Car. Like I said, they got 12 new ones. And I said that I can't believe, I've not seen any of the new ones, but Kevin and Karen, they go to the squares a lot and listen to the music. So he says Barfly's pretty good, and I think they're probably pretty good.
I don't know, it depends on what see, as the age limits in, say, Spanish Springs changes, that's the old area supposedly, but it's turning over. Then Lake Sumter's the next oldest, we are the next oldest, and then when you get down to Eastport, that's the youngest. The music will change.
Well, Kevin and Karen's younger than we are.
Right.
And they really like, said
that's
he
what
talked
I mean. So I may not like it because he's a different generation.
Yeah.
I grew up in the 60s and 70s music.
He said he talked to the keyboard player last night from Barfly. Her name is Gina. Yes. And I seen some pictures of them, and it sounded like they was pretty good. Yeah, and Kevin and Karen's home for sale has 2.5 car golf cart garage with new roof, AC, water heater. Check it out. Jerry put the link up for it. Go take a look at it, and let's get this house sold. They brought the price down now, and I think it's very well worth the money, especially with all the things that they've redone on the house. Put a new roof. I mean, that's a lot of money. The AC, that's a lot of money. Water heater.
Average roof replacement, give or take, is between 12 and 15,000. If you get anything less than 12, I would question it. If it costs more than 15, I just bend over.
Yeah, and Becky says it's a cute house. It is, and I said it's in an area that's very convenient for going to anything on 466.
Well, they don't have a through street. That's what are you barking at? That's what I would find more important to me. No through street. That means nobody's going to be cutting through your neighborhood to go to Costco.
But like I said, you're very close to 466, so if you want to go to Costco, it would be easier.
Well, they could go either way. Turn to the left, go to Lake Sumter. Turn to the right, go to Brownwood. That's where he's at. He can shop at either one of them places.
Okay. And Anna Marie says, respect the wrench.
Respect the wrench. Yeah.
Don't know.
They will put you in jail.
And Jarrison says, I'm glad that you went to Eastport, Skip. Looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, him and Kevin took the day out, and they went to Portillos, and I don't know how much they
Guess who I run into in Portillos?
Who?
Stipes, him and his crew.
Really?
Yeah.
I was wondering if they were still in business. I
was trying to do a little video. It comes out dark because we're inside. Place was jam-packed full of people. I mean, I generally wouldn't go to a new place that early anyway. But anyway, they're doing some business when I was there. And anyway, this kid, he saw me doing this video. I didn't really see him standing there. They were waiting. They ordered, and I think they were waiting for their food. And he said something about here. He turned around and it says Stipes on the back of his shirt. He's here, take a picture of this and advertise our company back there. And I looked at him. I said, son, let me tell you something. I've been doing business with your boss for 25 plus years. I said, I know him better than you do. And then he come around the corner with her and he said, hey, Skip, how is? We were talking anyway. And I said, you know, it's ironic that you're here because I was just telling these guys about when you get gutters put on your house that I didn't realize this till the guy put my gutters on. I had to call him down because I thought one of my gutters was clogged up. It wasn't working right. And there was a dead rabbit in the gutter. Remember? And the coyote chewed my gutter to no end. Yeah. He had to replace all that. I said, and the guy goes, no kidding. I said, yeah. And Stipes was there to confirm it. I said, tell him. He said, yeah. He said, coyotes will chase rabbits at night and they'll go up your gutter.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad they did go to Eastport. They got some video, and it gave me a chance to get some stuff done.
There's only one problem with Portillos, for all I've seen. You can't get a beer with your sandwich.
Really?
I never seen no beer in there.
Oh, I did not know that.
Guys around here like a beer and a burger.
Okay.
So.
Well, you weren't crazy about the food anyhow, because
I ain't showed the video yet, and you're giving things away.
Okay, I'm not saying anything, but I know you, and I knew as soon as you went that if you got that, it would be good. So
yeah, I should have got something else.
Yeah,
I will say that I should have got something else. I knew better too, because I'm particular about certain things, but I got what somebody recommended, and let me just say I should have got something else. Yeah. I threw half my sandwich away.
And it wasn't the food. It's because of his likes and dislikes.
It's the way it was done.
Yeah.
There's certain things that I just don't like. Like if I get a hamburger, I want American cheese on top of the darn thing. I don't want mozzarella. But some restaurants, that's how they serve it. So it wouldn't be the hamburger that I'm saying no to. It's the mozzarella on top of it.
Yeah, that's what I said. And I said, it's just the way you eat. So Sam Hawley says, does anyone see the buy one, get one free for lunch at Prima Italian Wednesday in the Sun newspaper today? It has been out there a few weeks. Great deal. You know, Sam? Prima.
Where's that at?
The Italian.
I know I've been. Oh yeah, I haven't been to that place since I went there on opening day. I ain't been back since.
Yeah, and then I said the thing is, Sam. I said if you're going to get those buy one get ones, get them now. When the winter people get here, the coupons will disappear. That buy one get one will disappear because they've kind of got a captive audience down here. And I said when people come down to visit just for the winter, they go out more than what the regulars do. And But yeah,
Kinda like-
they have some good deals. It's not just Prima. There's some of the others that have some good deals going on. Just you can look for them in the paper or look in line for.
Kind of like
your
going to
favorite.
Disney World in the summertime. You get these special passes for a week, family of 4, hotel included, for $19.95. And then you go down there in January. What? We don't have any specials. Hotel rooms, $500 a night.
But look for those good deals right now, because like I said they will disappear in the wintertime when everybody gets down here. They'll disappear. And so like I said, use them now. Like I said, there are some good deals. You go to all the country club websites, usually they have some kind of special going on. Like I said, they're not all buy one, get one, but sometimes they got a special going on.
I wonder if they make a holder. Well, we could clamp this in something and set it here for him.
I don't know. He's got his chewy, and this one is a peanut butter.
I don't know, but I'm always scared he's going to slip and bite my finger.
He wouldn't hurt you if he did. Well, yeah, maybe he would. I've got a spot on mine. But yeah, put him in your lap.
You don't want over here.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Anne Marie says, Laura Lampley, I see that on the space launches. I can't follow that many messages. She says she's been on a few YouTube lives on other channels where there are 60 to 70 messages posted each minute. Yeah, and I said, we don't know how they handle that. Like I said, we've got a few moderators here that help us out. And I know there are some people that they do have a crew that does that. Some of our friends, they have a whole crew that takes care of that kind of thing. All they have to do is sit and talk. We don't. And I said, we have to figure it out ourselves. So, Rex Tree says, can renters get insurance on their rental golf cart when they're only renting for a month or two?
No. I asked. We had our house that we rented it, and here's what the insurance told me. Now, I'm going back a few years. Today, call and ask, because I don't know. Insurance companies here come and go overnight. But I said, can I get renter's insurance on my golf cart so that if something should happen, they will pay for it? And he said, no. He said, what we recommend is just leave the key in it. Don't tell them they can have it. Don't have anything in your lease about it. And that way, if something does happen, if push comes to shove, you can always sue them, say they stole it. That's what they told me.
Yeah.
I would not do that.
Now that's been a while. So yeah, I would call the particular insurance company and ask, because they may have something different altogether now. But at one time, yeah, you couldn't, because they didn't really want you leaving your golf cart with the rental.
The least thing that I would do is send them a paper. You can do it by email. It says that you release the owner of this golf cart of any and all financial responsibilities in case, something should happen. Get them to sign it, get them to date it, and then send that back to you so you can keep that. So if push comes to shove, you go to court, the judge will hold that paper up and ask him, did you sign this? And then you can do it that way.
Florence Keenan says, down in Shady Brook, where we are, the houses were built with the walls. It appears that all the areas down south are being built with the cement walls. See them being delivered in cranes everywhere. Yeah, that's what Jerry just said, that it seems like that they're, that seems to be what they're doing down south now, is the two
Somebody's
different
going to
kinds
say
of
something
bills.
about how disgusting this is. I feel it coming.
How disgusting what is?
That dog is licking the table where people eat.
Oh, well, we don't eat out of this table.
We don't eat out here.
Doesn't matter.
I eat cookies.
Like I said, I will have it cleaned.
You will have it cleaned?
I
Who are you
will
going to call?
I will clean it. Rex Creek, call the village's golf carts. I'm not sure what the insurance rules are. They rent a lot of carts in the
They
winter.
do.
They do.
They rent a lot. Matter of fact, in the wintertime down here, it's not unusual for some of these golf cart rental companies just to run out of carts.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's bad because if you buy a cart off of the village's golf cart store, they guarantee that you'll never be without a cart. Because you go down there and get your oil changed and get some things done, whatever you need done. That's the first thing they ask you. Do you need a cart? And then if you say, yeah, they hand you keys. You go out and back and get them. So how many do they have to actually keep there? I've often wondered that. How many carts do they actually have to keep there for everybody that may be coming in? That they don't know how many's coming in.
Yeah. I don't know. But I know they have a big old warehouse.
Well, if you go back there, if you go back in Brownwood, if you just go behind the store and look, there's carts everywhere.
Yeah, but I mean, they've got a big warehouse too across the street.
Well, they do, but somebody's got to go over and get them. They got to load them on a trailer. They can't drive them over here.
Yeah. Anne Marie says, so far the house is great. No issues other than problems with appliances. The village's supplied refrigerator had a busted motherboard, and we upgraded and used the fridge as a credit and our dryer. Yeah, they don't put the best appliances in. They get appliances, but I couldn't say they're the best.
What is a good appliance nowadays? It seems like all of them are made in China, and I think nothing comes out of China but shit.
Well, like I said, all the ones that used to be the brand name that I used, I don't use anymore.
My mom and dad forever bought Kenmore.
Yeah.
And they never had a problem with any of them.
Right. And I always bought Maytag.
You can't get Kenmore anymore, I don't think.
Well, I think you can, but they're reliable, like Maytag.
They're not the Sears Kenmore. They're not the Sears Kenmore.
Remember the commercial of the Maytag repairman was the loneliest guy in town?
He died.
Like I said, it was bought by a foreign company, and it's not that way now. So you don't know what you're buying, and they just when they get a deal on certain things. You know, in this area, it was all
at one time it was Whirlpool.
Whirlpool, yeah, that's what they put in all
down
these
there,
houses here.
When COVID hit, we went and did some videos on a couple of houses that people bought, and first thing I noticed in their kitchens, they might have, say, Whirlpool refrigerator or Whirlpool stove, but then a dishwasher would be another name.
But there's a certain area down there they put in all Samsung. They kind of get a price for what they can get, you know, all of it.
I think they bid that stuff out.
Well, during COVID, they didn't have a choice.
Chinese guy over here.
Yeah.
I call him Chinese. Yeah. They're all alike.
Like,
they all look alike. What's his name?
Yeah.
In the box.
Yeah, he does some fun commercial. Something direct. Appliance Direct.
Appliance Direct. He's got 2 or 3 of them around.
And he is good because they put his commercials on all the time just because people love watching him.
He's funny.
Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, busted motherboard, that's serious stuff there. But yeah, what they put in here was all Whirlpool.
See, Anna Marie says the same thing. Kenmore refrigerator, floor model, lasted her 40 years in the original. How many microwaves have we had in the last 9?
4.
4 microwaves in 9 years.
But, you know, this one seems to be working good.
Knock on wood. And that's the thing of it is, service. Nobody services this stuff anymore. You got to call somebody. You got to figure out who to call. They don't give you a number. You Google. You finally get a hold of somebody that knows what's going on. We'll send somebody out there tomorrow after they checked everything. Give us your order number. Give us the appliance number on the back. All this stuff. You give them to, we'll have somebody come out there and contact you within the next week. Come to find out they're coming up here from Orlando. And when they get up there, guess what? They don't have the part. You have to order the part.
Oh, you never do this, so you just don't know this.
Yeah, the guy that was here twice. The first microwave we had him come up here and fix it, they were from Orlando. And I asked him, he said, yeah, he said, we service this whole area up here. It was a Samsung, if I remember right, the Samsung microwave. Yeah. What was it?
And the first one was a Whirlpool.
That was a Whirlpool, but we had the Samsung.
Second one was General Electric.
Was it General Electric microwave?
And then I'm not sure that.
No, whatever it was, they were here twice.
Yeah.
Both times I said exactly. They did not have the part. The microwave sat in my garage for 2 weeks on the workbench. And when they came back up, they put it in there, flopped it in, and they left.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, microwave quit again.
And Barber Abner says, Skip, you're a curious guy. Surprised you won't venture down to the new area. He did, Barber.
I did go down there. And they said I've never been there. I don't do video every time, but I've been down there several times. I just didn't do video. We went down there to see Judy's rental home she bought. I don't even remember what neighborhood that was in.
Yeah.
It was out in the middle of nowhere, I felt like. But we were wrong because we don't know our way around there. Because I told her, I said, let's go over to Sawgrass and I'll buy us some dinner over there. I'll meet you over there. She said, okay. So we left, went out the same way we went in. We get over there, find a place to park, walk up there, we're looking for Judy. Hell, she's already sitting at the table waiting for us.
Yeah.
So I know there's a shortcut. I just don't know where it's at.
And Jerry Bell says, Anne Marie, our dishwasher, had the wrong drawer in it and they replaced it. That's stupid. Yeah, a brand new one should not have the wrong drawer in it. I have an issue with mine right now. It's not. I thought I had it fixed.
Wait a minute. That happened to Jerry. He showed me that at his house.
Yeah.
He said, in that box right there is a new bottom drawer for this dishwasher because that one there flops around and he couldn't even get it out.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on with that?
Well, like you said, it's hard to get anything good in
That's
there.
weird that 2 people brand new homes, 2 dishwashers, and they both have a drawer that's not right on the bottom.
No, one was a motherboard.
Oh,
That's your electronics.
what do they call it, motherboard? Because Mom used to beat your ass with a board. That's why.
So, but, all right. Okay. And Tammy Burgess says, I need to buy stock in
They said
Kleenex.
Maytag was purchased by Whirlpool. I don't know.
And they both are owned by a foreign company now.
I know that when Whirlpool was in Evansville, Indiana, they didn't have this problem. Then they moved it out to Kansas somewhere, I think, or Oklahoma.
Yeah, and I think a foreign company has bought both of them. And then I said, Kenmore was a Sears, and you know where Sears went.
They're gone.
Yeah, now they're touting Kirkland, which is a Costco. So they're touting the Kirkland's good. I've seen several people mention that the Kirkland soap for washing clothing was as good or better than Tide, which I've always used Tide because I thought it did work better than some of the others. But now they're saying Kirkland for your washing machine and for your dishwasher is as good or better. I mean, everything's different than what it used to be. Things change.
Gracie mentioned a name I ain't heard for a long time. I think it used to be a real high quality, a Speed Queen.
Speed Queen. I think DeSantis still has Speed Queen because I think Deb, her last one she bought was Speed Queen.
Yeah, I don't know if Speed Queen is the same Speed Queen today.
I know. But I mean, I don't hear of anybody holding them, but that's because around here you're kind of limited to where you get your appliances. You know, it's Lowe's.
See, if you talk to somebody in a brand new home, you're going to get really basically, not on purpose, but you're going to get false information. They haven't been here long enough to test anything. You know, I've been here 6 months and everything's working great. Well, everything works great for 6 months. You know,
Until the warranty runs out.
You want to talk to somebody who's been here, say, for 5 years. Say, how long have you had that refrigerator? 5 years. Any problems? No.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Becky Forbes says, I'm already a Patreon member and need Discord still.
Well, in videos for the last 3 weeks, I've said, if you still need a Discord link, which I've sent you one, if you're a Patreon member, you've gotten your link 2 or 3 times. I said, just send me an email through Patreon. Go to Patreon and send me a quote or say I need another Discord link, and I'll gladly send you one. It's not a big deal. Yeah. But I'm going to say it again. Everybody tells me, Jerry tells me, and Jerry's really the kind of the expert on this, that go download your Discord app first. Because then when I send you the link and you click on it, somehow I guess they merge together and it makes things a lot easier. And always remember, you only need to do it once. Once you do it, as long as you stay a Patreon member, you will never have to do it again.
Yeah. Let's see.
Who was that?
Becky Forbes.
Okay.
Barbara Edner says, Tammy, my husband worked for Scott Paper, now Kimberly Clark. Our stock is doing well. Yeah, you know, it just kind of is one of those things. If you're a stock picker, like I said, today's not a good day. I'll put it that way. But like I said, it's been pretty chaotic. Everything's up pretty much.
I checked my 401k and I'm up quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm not in any high risk anything.
Well, like I said, it's one of those things.
It's a great day in America.
You just go ahead and smile.
Yeah, I am.
Remember, this is all recorded.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Sherry at the lake says, hi, Sue and Skip. Glad to make the live today. I have missed a few since June, since your trip out west anyhow. Actually, Sherry, we went up north. We went to North Dakota. If you go to Skip and Sue RV thing, which is our RV channel, that's where we put the videos where we travel. And I said, so far, we've made it to Pembina. I think that was the last one I seen.
No, the one that came out yesterday was a little tour around where me and you went out and found the graveyard and stuff.
Yeah.
That one, that's what's out now.
Yeah, and I think that's what it said, welcome to Pembina.
Yeah, I'm just going to put one video out every Tuesday on the RV channel.
Yeah.
Basically, because I'm just trying to stretch them out because we haven't went anywhere to get any more videos.
Right, and then I said we had a good time when I was up there. It was a long trip. and a long trip back. And then when we got back home, we had a death in the family, had to make the trip back up to Indiana. So it took us a while to get caught up. And but
See,
I think
what
we
made that trip so long coming back is one, the heat wave. There was a big heat bubble up there that we've all forgotten about by now. But we were trying to go around that a little bit because it was just tremendously hot, triple digit hot.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up going through, I'm going to say part of the Appalachian Mountains. If not, no, that's the East Coast, ain't it? What mountains is out over there toward the west? Anyway, whatever mountains it is, let's pretend that my hands is a mountain. The easiest and shortest way across the mountain is this way. But to go around where I wanted to go, we were going across the mountain this way. So we're going in and around and up and down and around and this. And I did it at night because I knew what it was going to be like, and I didn't want to deal with daytime traffic. And so we did it at night. And it's really a shame, too, because we went through a couple of hillbilly towns. I'm just calling them that because I don't know what else to call them. That I would love to be pulled off the side of the road and just went walking around town. I mean, they had the old general stores there where he had a bunch of stuff on the sidewalk. We're talking 4 o'clock in the morning, and there's a whole bunch of stuff sitting out on the sidewalk. That don't happen anywhere else in America. They steal
it. Yeah. Let's see. VJ Gill says, Skip, I have no idea why you come to mind the other day when I heard Wichita Lineman. Maybe the trucker thing for something. Love that song.
Well, I don't know, but Matthew brought up trucker stuff. I've been watching the trucker news. I still keep up with it. And they're finally enforcing rules that people are really kind of questioning, and I don't know why they're questioning it, because it's been a rule I drove a truck for close to 38 years, and that's always been a rule. There's never been an exception to that rule. And the rules for trucker comes under airplane pilots, and I'm not sure what that's called, hours of service and all that. It comes under the same law that covers airplane or commercial pilots. And one of the rules are you must be able to speak English, at least enough to get your information across. Can you imagine an airline pilot trying to talk to somebody in Japan and they're talking Japanese and this guy don't understand Japanese? It'd be a catastrophe. And that's why that rule's in place. And then they didn't enforce it for whatever reason. I don't know who's in charge of all that, but they didn't enforce it. And there's a lot of other rules that I know are enforceable, but they just don't enforce them. But the idea of speaking English and driving an 80,000-pound vehicle at 80 miles an hour, and I say that because in Texas, it's 80 miles an hour, isn't it? You were there. Yeah. And the guy can't read the signs. And I've seen it so many times where a guy will make a right turn off an interstate from the left lane at the last minute because he didn't. His GPS has to be set to a language that he understands, and it tells you right before you get there, and all of a sudden he's got to make a lane change. And so that's why that law is in place, and it should be enforced. And here in Florida, because of California stuff, those 3 people are dead now. You don't know anything about it?
No.
There's a guy from, I don't know where he's from, what planet he's from, but he's in a semi-truck with another guy from another planet, and he came in, they traced him back, he came into California illegally over there, and Gavin Newsom's program was they give him a driver's license. They give him a CDL. Can you imagine that? Guy can't speak English, he can't read English, they give him a CDL. On top of that, he goes to a trucking company, and that one should be investigated. They gave him a job. I imagine the guy in the passenger seat that was with him is probably the interpreter, telling him how to do, what to do, where to go, how to back in, all that kind of stuff. Well, he's in Florida here on a highway somewhere, a dual lane highway. It may not be 75, it could be a lot of other dual lane highways. He decided at the last minute to make a U-turn on the highway. People are behind him running 70 miles an hour. So he cuts the wheel, and the lady and her children and a guy, I think, run their car under his trailer because they couldn't get stopped, killed them all. And the guy, because they had cameras in the truck to keep an eye on drivers now, was totally nonchalant about the whole thing. He was just no more than, that was it.
Wow. Okay. Well, and Laura says, how difficult is it for the developer to provide working appliances in new homes? And Laura, it's not difficult. But like I said, they give these contracts out to different companies, and they say, we need 40 of these appliances, and they're all Whirlpool, and they got a good deal on them. So that's how they get them. So they don't go through and check everyone. They're supposed to before they sign the house over to you.
It's just like some of them workers they were talking about that were illegal down here. I don't know all of them. It's on the news. Everybody's talking about the developer. This developer didn't hire them. The developer has contracts that he takes bids. And how the contractors work on building a house, I don't know. But the contractors are the ones that hire the workers. He doesn't do that. He just gives the contract to a contractor to build this house. And so, but finger pointing is going to happen. I mean, I seen this in Indiana many, many years ago. You're going to go to the contractor and say, you didn't vet this person over here. How come you didn't check his background? You're subject to a fine. He's going to go, I went to manpower over here, the temporary surface over here. They're the ones that's supposed to do that. And the finger pointing will start.
Let's see. Carol Apostol says, we went to Portillos yesterday at 6 p.m. and it was packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things. There's not much down in the southern end right now. And so people are trying out all those new places, and it's a new thing. They haven't had them around here that much. We've had them up north for a while, but they haven't had them around here that much. So
well, I'll go back to Portillos and give them a second try. You got to give them at least 2 tries, right? But I'm not going to get what I had the first time. That ain't happening. I'll get something else.
Yeah, but people are trying it out, and then I haven't been there yet, but I'm going to try it out myself when I get a chance.
It's just like Hooters. Best chicken wings around, as far as I'm concerned. I've always said that.
Yeah.
Their French fries totally sucked. Everybody at the table sent them back. Everybody at the table said that. And she said, well, I'll take them off your bill. But Rizzo got onion rings. I had one. And the sauce. That's what I'm getting next time.
Oh, okay.
Chicken wings and onion rings. That sounds like a fart burger, doesn't
it? Yeah. Jerry Bell says Stipes is doing well. They were 6 weeks out when I got mine. Yeah, they always weren't doing well because they're a good company and they do good work. And I just hadn't heard from him in a while and didn't know if they were still in business.
He's probably down there at the newer area.
Yeah, probably.
People get their new house.
Well, and they were building a new place over in Wildwood.
He told me, I asked him, I said, hey, I'm mad at you the way it is now. I said, because I sent you a text message and I said, and you didn't reply to me. He said, my wife did. I said, am I doing business with your wife? I gave him a hard time. Yeah. It's all joking around. And I said, I thought I was going to get the exclusive rights to video your new store over there, and you never did get a hold of me. He said, we had to give that store up.
I was going to say, I'd never seen it. So
he said, nobody came in. So he said, and I got to keep the building because I bought it. So he said, I rented it out.
I just seen a new sign go up on it the other day, and I thought, I thought that's where they were going.
Yeah, so that's
it
what
was empty
there.
for a while.
Yeah.
But, things happen, as long as he stays busy.
But he's a good kid. I call him a kid. He's probably, I don't even know, 40.
To you, he's a kid.
But I did ask him, how's your daughter doing? Because I remember when they came here for Christmas once. Yeah. His daughter, she was a character.
Oh, she was like a little grown up. And I said, she asked every question in the book.
And took off in the house.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's like she lived here her whole life. Her mom came in here to look for her.
And Marie says, I was there too at Portillos about that time. Awesome food. Best I've had in the villages so far. Cool.
What'd you get? I'm just curious.
Yeah. Barber says, what type of food is that Portillos?
It's basically sandwich food, mostly, I'll say. Hot dogs, burgers. I did see the burgers they were making while I was in there. I might get that. I'm a burger kind of guy. I wish they had a beer, though. That's the only thing. They don't have a beer.
Huh. Well, I said, that sometimes it takes a while to get a license for that.
When we got there was no place to sit. This is the problem when new places open. You can't find a place to sit. The place was generally, people were standing up eating.
Oh, my.
Went outside. There was a couple tables outside. Nobody wanted to go out there because it was like 90 degrees. But I'm going to sit somewhere. I don't care. I'm not standing outside. And anyway, so I went looking for Kevin. And I don't know how Kevin found it, but he found this table way back in the corner somewhere. And so we all went back there today.
Well, and Karen says check with Progressive regarding the golf cart insurance. Okay, maybe they've got different.
That's not what they're asking about golf cart insurance. I've got golf cart insurance, but my golf cart insurance will not cover a rental.
Right. But she's saying check with Progressive. Maybe they do. So.
And you better keep an eye on this new bank that took over Citizens Bank too, because there is a law here. I know who follows the laws. That if you buy a house under a normal conventional loan and then rent that house out, you're in violation. Just so you know, because a rental home has a higher interest rate to finance them.
Let's see. Laura says Portillos should open a second location in their
They
original
do.
location.
They're working on it.
Yeah, they are working on that. I think
Where is that second location?
Lady Lake.
Okay, that's where the guy got arrested with
I
cops.
think it's where the mellow mushroom used to be. I think it's in that area.
Well, who went in Tomatoes?
Tomatoes?
I don't know. There's a restaurant called something Tomatoes. You said you went there once and what was a salad and soup?
Sweet tomatoes, yeah, but it's not there anymore.
I know. I said, who's in there?
Chipotle, I believe.
See, that's another place I've never been to. I have. Have I been to a Chipotle? No, I've never been to a Chipotle.
No. No, somebody said it was healthy food and you wouldn't have anything to do with it.
I
But
don't want healthy food.
well, it's not necessarily healthy food, but you can get decent food there.
What do they have there?
Oh, well, you can get the Mexican bowls. But like I said, you pick out, and they're supposedly have fresh food, but you pick out what you want in your bowl if you get a bowl. I don't know. You just have to go. I can't explain it to you.
This don't sound like my kind of place. Do they serve beer?
Oh, Laura says Portillos in Chicago, you can get beer and wine. So maybe that's coming down the pipe.
Well, I'll just say, if they have it down there, it wasn't advertised. I looked around looking for taps or something, and when I asked about the Coke, she just handed me a cup. She said, around the corner, you get whatever you want. Well, I got sweet tea because they do have my tea down there. What do I drink? I forget.
Gold Peak. Gold Peak.
Yeah, they have that down there. So I got that.
But she says in Chicago.
But I've seen the one in Chicago. And just between this one and that one, first of all, they don't even look alike at all. Then the one in Chicago, if that was here, it would be absolutely crazy. I mean, that even looks good from the outside. Just by looking at the building and the signs, that looks like a place to go.
Yeah.
The Portillos they got down here looks cold. It's just a flat gray stone building with not even Portillos hot dogs, a little stupid sign up there says Portillos. That's it.
Okay. Laura says Portillos is known for hot dogs, Italian beef, Italian sausage, chopped salad, and chocolate cake. Started in suburban Chicago in 1964.
They have burgers down there.
But this is what they're known for, basically. And let's see.
I've been to a lot of restaurants that's known for stuff, and I've never been to one yet where I got what they're famous for that I thought was very good. It must be a particular place. We've been to pizza places where they say, we specialize in this. And that's so I'll give me that. I'll try it out. And it's okay. It's just not great.
Becky Forbes says, look on Chewy. They probably have a doggy chair. Would that not be cute? Would that have a chair here for Buddy? Why do you choose on his chair?
I never saw a dog inside. You probably have a dog outside. I never saw him on the inside when I was there. You talking about?
No, she said for Buddy. She said Chewy probably has a doggy chair.
What do you want? She's down here snorting at me.
Yeah, you've been awful quiet.
What do you want?
He said, Laura Lampy, my late ex-husband worked at the doghouse, the original Portillos, just outside Chicago. Yes. And there was the doghouse and Bozo's.
We had a doghouse in Brownwood. It was a bar.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Becky Forbes says, tell them they are visiting and had permission to drive it. That's one of those things. Yeah, that at the time, that's what they told us.
The way I understand from the insurance company, if you tell them they have permission to drive it, then if something happens, you're liable. Yeah. It's just like if somebody does not have, and there have been people arrested for this, somebody does not have a driver's license for whatever reason, and they get in the car to go somewhere, and the owner of the car, he says, can I drive the car? And the owner says, yeah, you go ahead and drive and I'll sit over here. Something happens, the owner will go to jail for allowing that person to drive that car.
Oh, and Laura says, I think the original doghouse was in Villa Park, about 15 miles south of me. Well, I don't remember what was that. I just know it was Chicago. We went up in a truck and And I said, while we was waiting for a load, I said, we went looking, and Skip kept telling me about this great hot dog place, and that's when we found Bozo's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
At Bozo's.
Because I'm a hot dog fiend. I really love them. I don't eat them anymore, unless I have to. And I'm going to try one at Portillos just because they're known for those.
They probably have a chicken hot dog.
Well, that's a possibility.
They probably have a meatless hot dog.
I buy chicken sausage. Tastes like sausage. Better for you.
How do you know that?
What?
How do you know that? For facts. How do you know that?
Because
You don't, because you
I
read
know
it.
chicken's better for you than
How do you know that?
I can read.
So you believe everything you read?
Most generally.
No.
Yeah.
Listen, over our lifetime, how many times has things come and went because they discovered that? First, it used to be a glass of wine every day was good for you. Then they decided, no.
What did your doctor tell you when you wanted to lose weight?
He told you I'd probably be dead in 2 years.
No, yeah, I know that. Damn him, he was wrong. No, he told you about looking at what it says on the back of the package.
We were talking about losing a few pounds. He was talking about you look at the calories and calories from fat. If it was the difference is 25% or less, he said eat it.
Yeah.
See that? I have no idea.
But he's agree with you.
Stop it.
Anyhow, T says, well, Skip, we carry $1 million policy on all our carts. It covers anyone who drives it as long as they are over 30 and have our permission. Okay.
Well, as long as your policy says that.
Yeah.
I just know people that's got full coverage replacement value on their homes here until a hurricane hits, and then all of a sudden their $1 million house, they offer them $150,000 to replace it.
Oh, and Karen says, Skip, the village rental carts have a R followed by a number on them, and the carts applied when your car is being serviced have S followed by a number. Okay.
I can tell what a rental cart is because they don't have hubcaps. That's the first thing they take off of them. Every rental cart has missing hubcaps.
Really?
Yep.
Gracie says GE announced that they will begin manufacturing some of their appliances in Kentucky. Okay. Well, I said, it just,
Quit.
they said they're just not, the brands are not the same anymore. And they change, it's like going to a restaurant and it's just been bought out. Might have the same name, but that doesn't mean that the food's the same.
Macaroni grill.
Yeah. Like I said, things change, just nothing you can do about it.
Look what's happened to look what's happened to Red Lobster over the years.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they're getting ready to file bankruptcy, or maybe they already have.
Well, ours closed. No. And I'm not sure if the one in Leesburg is still there or not. They do have some of them that are still open.
Look at the hotels, what's going on. Those things are changing hands so fast anymore. I drive down the highway and I go, look at that one. I never heard of that one. I never heard of that one.
Yeah, and they're all, 20 of them are Marriott, but they got different names. 20 of them are Holiday Inn, but they got a different name.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, they, instead of refurbishing their old ones, they're just building new ones.
So what happens to the old ones? Are they selling them?
Yeah, that's the ones that you have a problem with sometimes.
So those are the ones they're selling to a foreign entity, and then they build a new one over here.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, yeah. And Marie says, Skip, Kenmore refrigerator floor model lasted 40 years in our original home.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you are so far behind.
Yeah, like I said, I had Maytag and love Maytag. But like I said, the Maytag I've got now is nothing like the one I had up north.
No.
And I said, it's just...
You can just about tell, really, if you pay attention, and women probably don't know the difference, but a man would, is when you pick it up, how much lighter they are today compared to what they used to be. Because back in the day, you had a motor that could probably power your car in a washing machine.
Yeah, up north, I had a used machine. I mean, it was used, and I still used it for 20 years.
Yeah.
So, R&T wants to know how's Deb doing. Will there be any more videos with her? R&T, I talked to her this morning, and she's thinking about trying to talk her husband into going on the cruise with us. And he's not big on cruising, but she said, just think of how much fun it'll be for me and you to go on a cruise. I said, oh, that'd be cool. And she said,
I'll be at the hot tub with a beer.
Well, she said, you can video. She said, people would like that. I said, oh, yeah, people want to know where you're at.
I can't keep up with you two. You guys walk a lot. I get tired after I can't walk like I used to, so I wear out. And while they're still walking, I'd probably look for a chair.
But, yeah, she's doing well. They like the place that they're in down there, and I think she sent me a video. They're part of the security team or something.
Oh, Denise, you're leaving me wide open for a line. She says, "We are what we eat." I'll let it go.
Okay.
Jerry knows what I'm talking about.
Karen says, Sue, I've been told by appliance salesmen not to use the pods in either the dishwasher or washing machine. Also, I faithfully clean my dishwasher and washing machine every month. Well, Karen, I took mine apart since it wasn't cleaning on the top shelf for some reason. So I took it apart and cleaned it. And mine was not easy to take apart. Not like some of these that you just, screw off a knob. It wasn't like that. I mean, I had to get the screwdriver out and take it apart. And I did. And I put it back together.
You don't need to know mine. Go to your Patreon page and send me a message. It's just like email. Just send me a message on Patreon. Go ahead.
Okay.
She's having trouble. She's looking for my address. You don't need to look for my address. Just go to your Patreon page, send me a direct message. It'll find me.
Yeah. Okay. And I said, the washing machine, truthfully, I have never cleaned my washing machine out. And I said, but I use the pods most of the time. I'm not using them right now, but I do most of the time. And in the dishwasher, I don't. I use the liquid. But, I don't know what the difference is, but I know when we went to some of the campgrounds.
Those guys have got to be drunk by now. Huh? Many times you said washer. They got to be drunk. Oh. These guys have a drinking contest every time we say the word wash.
Well, a lot of the campgrounds that we've been to, they've got big signs that saying not to use the pods in the machine. I never knew why, never asked, but that's when I quit using them because I thought they must be a problem. Okay, Jose Diablo said, wonder if umbrella policies would cover golf carts rent.
May, you have to call. I would just, before you rent your house out and tell them the golf cart's included in the rent, and especially if it's in writing that you say that, I would check with my insurance company and see what they say. And if they say you can, see if they'll send you something that says that. Send you an email of your policy so you know exactly your ass is covered.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying that you can or can't. I'm just simply saying cover thy ass.
Well, and Rizzo said, with their policy, you can do that. So.
Yeah. But for people that don't live here, they may not know this stuff. Right. They might think of the golf cart, like a lot of people, they really think that road rules don't apply to golf carts. Okay. And we say, well, if you're on a golf cart path, that could be true until something happens.
Yeah. But they think I'm like bicycles.
Yeah, but half of our golf cart trails are sharing a public road.
Yeah.
When you're on that public road, rules apply.
Yeah, and they are a motor vehicle. But Jerry says, Skip invests in Buc-ee's, spends it all on beaver nuggets.
Yeah. I did, and Jerry, thank you for the bag of beaver nuggets. Sue didn't get any. I ate them all.
I didn't know you had them.
I know you didn't.
You hid them from me, Jerry. Brad says, hey, Skip, Sue, and everyone, we are home in LaBelle North. Well, welcome home, Brad. Glad you guys made it.
Oh, you made it here already?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Brad, there's a U-Haul truck in your front yard.
Everybody sends us pictures. Jose Diablo said, many Maytag appliances are still made in America, according to Google, hopefully. Well, mine hasn't. Mine wasn't. And I said, the metal on it itself is so thin, it wouldn't take much to push the whole side in. And I said, I've never had one like that.
Yeah, they're getting cheaper and cheaper, boy.
Barbara Edner says, Skip, download Discord. All I get is a blank white screen.
That's not the Discord link, or you've let your Discord link expire. It only lasts for 7 days from the day I send it to you, and they automatically expire. Once they expire, I don't know what you get. But when I send it to you, I check each and every link to make sure. And when you click on them, it comes up in a little blue thing there with a button on it to how to get into Discord.
Yeah, and Barbara, have you downloaded the Discord app?
Yeah, you want a Discord, get that app on there first.
Mm-hmm. And it does make it easier to do it that way. So.
That's what they say. I don't know if any of this is true. I'm taking Jerry's word for it.
Okay. Well, and everybody that's used it said it is. So.
Oh, is it?
And Jerry put up a link for our RV channel in case y'all In case y'all haven't looked there, I said all our travels, like I said, we put on the RV channel.
But Barber, or who's wanting the Discord link, Barber or Becky?
Barber Ebner.
Barber Ebner. If you can't figure out how to send me a direct message on Patreon, that's where you're missing out. Because whenever I send you a Discord link, it's going through your Patreon. So whatever email you put on your Patreon thing, if you put an email there, that's where it'll show up. Otherwise, if you don't have a good email on your Patreon, the message will be on your Patreon. And when I say on your Patreon, I'm not talking about where videos are at. I'm talking about on your direct messages.
Okay, and Jerry says Patreon, not Discord.
Huh?
She has to leave a message on Patreon, not Discord.
I'd rather have it on Patreon for one reason. I've had quite a few people try to sneak on my Discord, say, send me a link. And then when I get their name and go to Patreon, they're not even a member.
Yeah.
So that's why I say send me a thing through Patreon, because then if I get it, I know you're still a Patreon member. One person wanted me to send them a link, and I recognized the name. And so I went to send them the link, but before I do that, I always go to Patreon and check memberships, and their name didn't show up. So I sent them an email saying, hey, I'd love to send you a link. I said, are you still a Patreon member? And then she said, well, I think I am. So she goes and checks it. She comes back. She said, I am now. See, it expired, and they didn't. Anyway, just send me an email to G1RUMP2Y. Tell me you need a link, and then I'll go to Patreon. I'll look, and if there's a problem, I'll get in contact with you.
And give him a few minutes because we're still online here, so can't do it right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it right now. I'll wait till this is over. And actually, when this is over, I got to go in there and finish up on the news, because Patreon members and YouTube members will get the news today at 3:00. So I got to get in there and get that done.
Okay. Claire May says she saw that video of the trucker. It was awful. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I didn't see it, but I'm sure it was.
Well, the camera they had in the truck that keeps an eye on truck drivers now, I'm against that. But if it's a company truck, you know, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But anyway, I started to make the U-turn. The camera swung around, and then you seen the car. Yeah. And he was so nonchalant about the whole thing, you know.
Yeah. And
Quit.
Gracie said builders buy builder grade products for everything, including HVAC. Builder grade is the lowest quality. Yeah, just like carpets. When you get these houses, you know, depending on the price of the house, because they save where they can. These guys that run these construction companies, they save the money where they can. So if they're telling them that they want to keep it in this price range, then they start finding what they can cut. So, you know, you might get a crummy carpet, you might get a good carpet. It depends on where they start.
Crap.
Our carpet was crap.
And the way it was installed made it even worse.
Yes.
But the house next door is a more expensive house. And Donnie, we saw their carpet, so this ain't nothing like our carpet.
Yeah. So they cut where they can. You know, like we didn't have any window coverings on our house.
We didn't have any padding under the carpet.
Yeah, and we didn't get any appliances with it. And I said, you know, the appliances and some of them come with it, and this one didn't.
Well, we had kitchen appliances.
Yeah, we had the kitchen.
We just did washer and dryer.
Yeah.
There's another drink. Washer. There's another drink.
Oh. Catherine Jacobson says, Susan has a great memory. Oh, my God. No, I don't anymore, Catherine. I wish I did, but I do a little bit better than what Skip does. But sometimes I have, and you probably notice it, I do a lot of because sometimes I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't get the word. I know there's a name for that, but anyhow, I can't think of the word, and so I'm kind of pausing for a while trying to think of the word. And I think it's just old age, but yeah, we'll see. And somewhere in the sense is, yes, Claire May, tragic didn't need to happen, more oversight in all the states.
Do you have an agitator in your washer? I have no idea.
Yes.
But then it says not Skip.
I haven't thrown him in there yet, no.
That'd be me. You remember the Honeymooners where Ed Norton was trying to teach Jackie Gleason how to play golf? And he's reading the instruction book of how to play golf, and he said, get your golf club and address the ball. And he looks at Ed and he goes, address the ball. He said, what does that mean? And the guy goes up and does, hello, ball.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking of. She says, address the, I could do that with the clothes in there. All right, you guys, I got a dirty joke I'm going to tell you. I don't like it, but anyway.
Yeah. Well, and Becky Forbes is also trying to find you, I think.
Who?
Becky Forbes.
What about it?
She's also trying to find you.
Find me.
Yes, she can't find, when she goes to Discord, she can't find the search function on Discord.
If she's
But
on
I can
Discord.
find Skip when I use the search function on Discord.
You don't need to. If you're on Discord, everybody's there. There's a whole list of people right there. Go to the left side over there where the menus are at, over on the left side.
What is your username?
Yeah, and I don't know what your looks like on mine, because I'm the administrator of it. On my over there, my channel is a picture of Squirrel Head in there. Think of his name.
Buddy.
Buddy, when he was a puppy. And that's me. You click on that, and then it comes up and it shows everybody that's online, and that's all it is. It's just a chat. It's no different than this chat right here that you're looking at.
Yeah, well, and I said, if you look at the other one, it's a picture, and the pictures are small. I know, they're very small. And the other one is my side of it, and I said, it's a picture of me with the granddaughters when they were little. But like I said, I don't use that except for recipes and
Girl talk.
So most everybody stays on Skip's channel, and that's a picture of Buddy. And it's
And
a
I don't
picture
know-
of Buddy when he had dark hair.
But I don't know if that's what they see. I don't know if they see Buddy. Somebody told me they didn't see Buddy on their thing. I don't know that.
Huh.
And is it different on the phone than it is? I don't know.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, I'm leaving. I'm going to hit my Discord app.
Okay.
I'm going to show you guys. I don't want to mess with it. I'm going to show you guys. When I hit my Discord app, I don't know. Can you see this? Let me see. There's what I see. And see that one on the left? The dog? And it has a round one there. That means somebody's made a message on there and I haven't read it. The one right above it, that's Kings Island in Ohio. That's Sue's. And then right there where it says text channel, I just poked the dog, and there you go. There's the chat. There's Jerry. There's Jose. And they're all in there doing whatever they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. But that's what it is. It's no more than that. I don't know what he's barking about.
And I said, Becky says she can't get the username to work, so I don't know what she's.
Just pick a name out that you can remember.
Okay. No, she's trying to find you.
There's no finding me.
Okay.
It's a chat. And whenever we're talking, you see how on here you says Barber Ebner's made a comment, Mr. Marlin made a comment. That's what it is. That's all it is. If I'm not on there, you're not going to find me because I'm not on there.
And Tammy Ferguson says, Skip, it might be a zoning regulations why their building looks that way. It probably is because, when the developer makes these buildings, they kind of design them the way they want to fit in with the rest of the town. So there's probably just certain things that they're allowed to do.
What are you barking at?
Yeah.
What are you barking at?
Okay.
Here.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Tammy. I'll tell him. We're getting we're getting quite a collection. Let me tell you. Tammy Johnson says you have another hat coming.
I do.
Yes.
Is it a fleece hat?
I don't know.
Is it a fireman hat?
I don't know.
Buddy's been chewing on your thing down here.
Oh, well, I put that because the table was uneven, so I put that. That's yeah, one of those things you put on your glass.
I don't care. He's eating it.
Well, I did not know that, but that's okay. We got plenty. But anyhow, Tammy Johnson says you got another hat coming. Denise Kill says, I'm with you, Sue. Read the ingredients. We are what we eat. It's all fun and games until you have a stroke.
We are what we eat.
Okay.
Take a drink, guys. We are what we eat.
Yeah. Okay, so you're cabbage.
Hooters.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Marlin says, can you start over? I just got here. No.
Replay.
We're already lost.
Replay.
Yeah, but there will be a replay. After we get done, it will be on a replay and you can watch the rest of the show.
Problem with replays are there's going to be a bunch of commercials on it, I guarantee it.
Okay, Barber says, I know, Skip, it's me, so she must be finding
Yeah. Somebody asked me about why there's no commercials on this, but they noticed that when they went to the replays because they wanted to watch something over or whatever, there's commercials. This is my gift to you. I make absolutely no money right now because there's no commercials. But when you go to the replay, there'll be commercials. That's the only way we make any kind of money on this.
Yeah. And Becky Forbes says, Skip, I just sent you a friend request in Discord. You just need to respond.
Say that again?
She just sent you a friend request in Discord.
A friend request? Who did?
Becky Forbes.
You don't need to send me a friend request. You're making it way too complicated.
Yeah, yeah. And then I said, you don't, Becky, if you just click on the picture of the dog and it'll bring you to his channel.
She's not on Discord, she said. She wanted me to send her a Discord link. Now, how can she send me a friend's request on Discord if she's not on Discord?
I think she is. That's what I said.
There's
a thing on there about friend. You can.
I'm going back a few comments. She said, I need you to send me another Discord link.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Barber says, Jerry straightened me out.
Jerry, straighten her out.
Barber, thank you. I'm glad. It's, for somebody that's not really savvy to this kind of thing, and I am terrible when it comes to
That's why I keep saying, you only got to do it once. I know it's aggravating to some people. You only got to do it once. So we're just trying to help out the best we can. Get the app first.
The Discord app.
The Discord app, not the Patreon app. Get the Discord app first.
But then send your message
Shouldn't
on
have
Patreon.
to. She just said she sent me a friend's request on Discord. That means she's on Discord, so she don't need anything.
Okay.
Jerry, take care of this.
Like I said, some of us aren't real savvy when it comes to this kind of stuff. I'm one of those people, I couldn't tell you nothing.
It's like going to the mailbox and getting a key to open the door. And then you tell the postmaster, I need another key. He's going to say, you have a key, but this one don't work.
I've never done that.
But it's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, and Jose Diablo says, we always upgraded the floors, cabinets, and countertops when we bought it.
Laura says, I see a photo of Buddy on my Discord app. Okay.
Yeah.
I assume that's with her phone. So if she sees Buddy, then everybody else will see
And Becky says she found you. Okay.
Becky who?
Becky Forbes.
I forgot who it was already.
And Barbara Ebner.
Are they on there now?
Evidently. Yeah.
I found him, Sue. Probably me. I can't put it all together.
She says, I see a photo of Buddy on my Discord app.
Click that. Click that little dog, and then you're there.
Yep.
Then you go to the bottom down there, and you can make a comment, say hi to everybody, blah, blah, blah. It'll notify everybody that you have joined the party, and we'll all send you a little thing that says hi, And then after that, if you want to talk to anybody, you can top a comment in there. But as time goes on, you'll learn. You can if it's your phone, you get that question or whoever you're wanting to talk to, that message, swipe to the left. Take your finger on the phone and drag that message to the left. And then you type it in there and it'll connect that person to your message directly.
Don't confuse them anymore. Let's see. Val V says YouTube Premium is the best, $140 a year spent. And that, I think with that is no commercial, right?
Yeah, for all of YouTube.
Yeah.
But if you don't watch TV, which a lot of them don't, they just watch like my channel.
Okay.
And so by not putting commercials on here, it's just my way of not making it. It's my way of trying to get more people to come to the live chat. Because if you come to the live chat, there's no commercials.
Yeah. What? Okay.
He don't know. He just talks.
He says, hold me. You say, hold me. Okay, let's see. And she said, never mind, I sent you a post on your video. I have the app. The Skip I sent message to wasn't you, so I canceled it.
It wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
Well, who you sending messages to if it ain't me?
He said, just give me your Discord username.
It's
Skip.
It's Skip.
Yeah.
I don't make up names. You don't even need that name.
And then
If you're on Discord, you hit the puppy name. That's where we're all at.
Yeah.
But if I'm not on there, you won't see my name because I'm not on there. In other words, I won't see anybody's name that's not on here watching this right now.
Yeah.
So if you type something in there, I'll see your name. If you're not on here, and let's say you're on somebody else's YouTube channel, I'm not gonna see them. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible.
Bad Karma says, Skip, shouldn't your channel manager be helping Becky and
Oh
Barber?
God, my channel managers are lost.
He went to a meeting.
Yeah, that's right, he did, didn't he?
And Becky Barber says she's not confused. And Darcy says, there's Betty. And the username is Skip.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, when he has a message that he puts on there, it's under Skip. When I put a message under there, it's under Sue. That's it. We don't use funny names or anything on there because it's a private channel.
Shut up.
Oh, hello. Oh, it's locked.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
Wait a minute, Buddy's under control.
We have company.
Don't knock over the camera. Buddy, get in
I
there.
don't know what they're not more for sweating.
No, it's too hot out there.
Daddy, so you
Okay. Let's see.
the coffee you ordered.
There's some more coffee.
I don't know if they can see that or not.
Hello.
Is this the Hooter Express coffee?
Yeah, Hooter Express. What?
There's the label for the latest coffee. Can you see them? Them girls, they were embarrassing.
You know that I got a friend that was there, and he told me, I saw those ladies, I didn't know what it was, and I was with them. Then I showed him a picture. He said, holy shit.
Yeah.
He knows you, he's in here, he's the airport guy.
Oh, the Air Force guy.
So he walked in around the same time you guys walking in, and he said, what's going on there? So he didn't know.
Well, I asked the girls this morning, and I said, what name they wanted. I said, because I've got a feeling it's going to hit the paper. And Skip
mean?
Bathing Beauties,
What's the paper?
the picture.
Wow.
But
I never know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyhow,
You never know what I'm talking about.
I never understand what you're talking about.
Buddy, understand me? Right?
yeah.
Buddy talk.
And Darrison, Buddy liked the dog park, but he's not very interested in.
Oh, my dog hates dog parks.
Yeah, well, I
She's
said,
very
he just kind of
antisocial.
stands there and watches. He does every once in a while, he'll play with one of the other
Yeah.
dogs, but very seldom.
My dog
Yeah.
just hides, like, she doesn't like dog parks at all.
Ah.
I tried many.
Hi to Jose. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, Jose is here. There's a camera up there.
This is not Porch Settin, now we're talking.
Yes. Yeah, and that coffee is, like I said, we had a great time that day, and
It was
we didn't tell the guys that we were doing that. You know, it was a surprise, and when we walked in the door,
Even the Hooters girl is in the picture.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
that's the picture with the Hooters girl.
I think Linda said the Hooters girl wanted to take that.
She
Yeah,
did.
she asked for the
Yeah,
picture.
She did.
She actually asked.
Now,
Like, we
yeah.
had one without her, but then she goes, no, let me take a pic. And then she went in.
And I don't know.
Sue, this is Sue.
Yeah.
She's there.
What happened to that ugly broad that was outside?
She was not that ugly. She was Hooters material.
Oh, man.
I thought, let me tell you, you're here for a job, you're hired. I don't care.
She
You know what this is? A menu, you're hired.
she must use the back door a lot,
You think?
going in and out, yeah. So nobody can see her.
I think she dressed up to get a job at Hooters because she looks like,
Looked like a transgender to me.
no, she wasn't.
Yeah, it looked
No.
like it.
I've seen transgender that look like a woman.
So everybody's saying, hey, Jose.
Hello.
Hola.
I'm actually making deliveries and I'm going to somewhere near Lake Sumter for a decaf they ordered. And I said, I had this for a little bit. I need to give it to Skip. I don't know when. And we had a major issue at home between Sunday and Monday. A water pipe broke under the house.
The guy was crawling underneath your house.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
said
somebody said you had
I
a
was.
underground Airbnb.
Yeah. That was a major thing.
Why did it break?
They changed the toilet when we did the floor, and the valve, the water valve for the toilet were really old, and you can see it's crusty, and one wasn't closing. So, let's change the valve, right? The guy came Sunday to this. Remember I had that issue with the kitchen sink clog? So he fixed that. The only guy that actually figured it out. So, man, finally I got this. Say, let me change your toilet valve. And he did. I got him at Home Depot, and he changed it. But when he left at night, Maria said, there's water leaking. And the valve, you can see, is coming out. So he told me, just try to tighten it up, be careful. So I keep going, nothing works. Next day, buy new valve, nothing works. But in one of those attempts, I pulled too hard
Ah,
because the pipes are those, what you call it, CBPC,
PCB,
the
yeah.
little ones. And it's so brittle, like so old. So when he came, the underground Airbnb, you remember that storm that everybody's talking about that Linda was carrying with the lightning strike?
Yeah.
He was there. The lightning strike, he almost depends. A lightning strike was so close
Oh,
that it exploded. Like, oh my God, that shit was right here. We still went in and fixed it. Fixing the one that I broke, he told me they're so bad that it actually broke again. So he was, I'm so happy you like to buy things in pairs, like I buy 2 pipes, 2 teeth, 2 whatever, just in case. That he went in and he had to use them all. And then when he came out, he showed me, look at your pipe. I go, just like that, like a little stick. And I do that with the new one. And we went like this and we couldn't break it. He said, that's your problem. You need to replace these pipes. So,
okay.
yeah, anyway.
And
That's probably a sign that all them pipes are that way
What do you mean, for the entire thing?
for your whole house.
Oh, they are on that way. We know that. The only thing they changed that we saw, from the water main, from the street,
Uh,
it is already 3/4 inch, the standard schedule 40, the normal pipe, that 3/4. He said, no, that's okay, that's new. They changed that. But they stopped where the whole water, like toilets and whatever. He said, you have to change them all.
yeah,
wow.
I think you will.
No,
Eventually.
he told me this isn't a matter of if, it's when.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
In one of those
Right.
days, this company overpressured the whole
Can
street.
you do it?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Brad Chase says, Jose, we're back. Get my decap ready.
I saw him with the what you call it,
U-Haul truck?
Photoshop.
Oh, yeah.
What?
That was real.
He photoshopped the U-Haul truck.
I wasn't sure if that was a real truck or not. He just playing his game.
You know why? Because he showed a picture. The truck is being loaded, right?
Yeah.
I think that's where he was. And the next day, the truck is parked. Like they flew that shit.
Notice though,
They
you never saw any pictures of him loading
Oh,
that
he
truck.
No, I know he hired people.
He hired somebody.
We know.
Um,
But he flew the truck. Where the hell did he leave that truck?
How
was
did he
24 hours?
go down here?
Well, I know you can hire people to do that, but I mean, how fast they drove that shit?
yeah, well, he come on the auto train.
No, he did that. He's
Yeah.
just taking the easy part.
Darrison says, Jose, can you hand deliver my next coffee order?
Hand deliver. I'm not going to Hawaii. Anytime soon.
You
You
heard
come
that,
over here,
Darrison.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
He lives in
be
Hawaii.
a nice little vacation. Yeah.
And he's coming over, I think, October.
Okay.
For
Becky Ferber says, I'm a Patreon member. Okay. And Karen says, have a great afternoon. She must have to go.
He's all upset because you're here.
I know. No, he's not upset. He's just happy.
And let's see.
Just happy. Just happy.
And so,
What?
yeah, and Jerry's telling her to request a link. And
Who wants the link?
um,
I'm trying to remember. I got written down here, Becky Forbes.
I was hearing the show
Yeah,
on my
that's
way
what she
here.
But I don't know if
I
that's
can
who wants
see-
the link now.
I can
That
see that
was her.
dog face.
Huh?
that was her. She's been a Patreon member for a few years.
But she ain't a Discord member.
Yeah, not yet.
I'll send her a link.
Yeah,
He'll send you a link,
You
Becky.
were saying about the logo. Yeah, I can see his face on your. When I click
Oh, yeah,
Discord.
Or you can see him on that.
Well, and did you notice how dark he was then?
Yeah, I mean, I know he's not the same now,
Yeah.
but I know he's a dog.
Well, when I brought him home.
Bye, Jerry. See you later.
Remember,
Now he's silver.
my dog was the same. He was old.
He has the worst fur of any dog I've ever had.
No.
And
Yeah.
Brad says that truck is real. They drove straight here.
Who drove straight here?
Whoever was driving the truck.
I was going to say it wasn't him. He took a train. I saw a little video on Discord
Yeah.
about the train.
Yeah, thanks, Jerry.
Have you ever taken a train trip?
No.
I haven't either. Somebody told me that I know somebody took a big long train trip. They went from Chicago to California, I think.
That's a long trip.
And they said way overpriced, service was terrible,
And slow.
and the beds were even awful.
And the only thing I'm worried about is most of your food areas are upstairs.
Are
In
they?
the train.
Yeah, and then I said, spiral staircase
Like a
going
small-
up.
It's not
Yeah.
that big, right?
And
I know my mom used to go to like Miami from Orlando, and with my niece, and they took the train a few times. My son did because he had a girlfriend, now his wife, in Miami, so he did that train a lot. I never taken a train like that. Maybe, in Puerto Rico, a small train.
Yeah. Now the Bright Line, I understand it is very, very good.
But
You know,
to
it's
be honest,
different.
when I did the math on the Bright Line cost, it's probably more expensive if I take the car.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, Jerry's got to go. We're going to be it's going to be a catastrophe now.
Well, we're almost done. We're after 2:00 now.
Yeah, I'm gonna close the show.
Yeah. We're gonna have to go,
He
guys.
has to work. He has to work
Yeah,
doing
okay.
something. I don't know.
I got, I just got a couple things here, and you've all heard this before. Friday is Girls' Night Out at Wildwood. Women 21 and up are invited to enjoy light
Girls' night
refreshments,
out at Wildwood. You going to go, Jose?
beauty demos,
She said
and
21.
more
I gotta ask my mom.
at the Wildwood Community Center. Door prizes, photo booth, and other vendors. 6 to 8, admission free. 6500 Powell Road. Leesburg is also having a Girls' Night Out. It's at the Venetian Center. It's August 28th from 5 to 8. You can shop for unique products from women-owned and operated businesses. Food trucks on site and giveaways.
Ooh, woman on
Free event,
I qualify.
one Dozier Court in Leesburg. And also Friday, the 500-piece puzzle competition. That's from 11:30 to 1:50 at Lake Oklahoma Rec Center, 4505 Oklahoma Run. It's $4 a person. That should be interesting. Also, College Color Days going on right now. And as of right now, they have funds. They have collected $10,215 and been donated, and 11,608 pounds of food. If you would like to donate, you can make a check to Citizens First Bank locations in the villages or online at thevillagesdailysun.com, and the donation drive ends August 28th. Then the big funds thing starts on the 29th, and they reveal what college won, and it's quite a big deal. So go take a look and donate to the College Color Days because it goes to a good cause. And with that, I think we're going to get out of here and go play with Buddy.
I need to go and work.
Yeah.
He needs to go and work.
Yeah. Bye, y'all. See you later.
What's this? Do you actually use this? You don't like.
Yeah. Brad says we sat downstairs and brought our own food in a cooler.